Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Code with Italians. We just came back from Switzerland to welcome a good friend of ours and the third Italian of today's stream, Pietro. Hi, Pietro.
Hi, thanks for
Welcome.
having me.
Welcome. It was about time. So,
Yeah, we discussed this a few times, but finally, I managed to sneak in.
yeah, you were too busy going around the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
So, what do you do?
Nowadays, I work in the Android enterprise team as technical solution consultant, working mainly with OEMs to improve the Android enterprise ecosystem. So to move forward and to make Android the best operating system for the enterprise. The kind of things that you have with the work profile or with single-use device. That is the kind of device that you find, for example, in the store. They are using to scan the barcode or in the transportation logistic when the postman arrives with a letter and he scan the barcode and let you sign on the device. That's the kind of things that we work on.
Got it.
And I spent a few times before that working also on large screen. So I just moved to a new team. And so I had to do this now or never about
Yeah,
foldables and large screen.
it was literally the last available moment before you started talking about JBoss or something. I don't know what you do these days, but sounds plausible. Nice. Also, by the way, we're Ivan and I are getting a free foldable, right? That's how it works.
Uh, is it
Yeah,
is it
you just
so?
do in this way and you have a foldable. Or if
That's
you
it,
prefer
right?
in this way,
Also that. Oh, nice. I see. That's
Customizable.
a double use case. Double
yes.
use case. I love it, actually. Yeah, I really appreciate this. Thank you, Pietro. Um,
And I gave all my
so
devices to Roberto, so I don't even
Oh,
have
damn.
anything. So you have to talk to Roberto
So we
right
need to
now.
get another Italian. Okay, fine. We'll
they're
get
everywhere.
Roberto then.
Uh,
But before we manage to get Roberto, I think I want to know about foldables before then. Like I've seen, I think I've seen the Samsung the this
The
one.
Fold,
Yeah, I
this
don't know the names. They're all the same name to me.
well, it's the Z series. They have two main kind of device. The Fold, that is the one that with two screens, an external one very narrow, with a very extreme ratio, and a larger, nearly square screen inside. And then you have the Flip that has just a very small notification screen outside. The first one was really just few characters. The second one is a few lines, and then you have a normal phone inside, and that a kind of device that is not so extreme in the sense that internally the display ratio it's a bit long, but it's still similar to a normal phone. Instead, the Z Fold is you need to build and take in account how it works to build for it. But those are not the only foldables available on the market. You have there is the Motorola as done a device. Then you have devices from Oppo has done a nice device that is the
Oh,
Find N that is
I
available in
haven't seen
China.
that. I haven't seen. Oh, that's only China.
It's only China at this moment, but it's interesting because the external screen size is similar to the Pixel 5. So I measure
Ah,
devices on Pixel.
yeah. What a
And the
Googler.
internal,
Everything is measured in pixels. You know, at when they said the news is like, oh yeah, this is like four football pitches. No. It's 223 pixel fives.
exactly. So I think it's an international standard.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean,
nice.
internationally
Nice.
in 5 countries, I guess.
Well,
Ouch.
at least it's not US only.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
it's so the form factor of the fold of the Oppo is really nice. And it has a challenge because when you unfold the device, the external display, if you are in portrait, when you open the device, the internal one is in a landscape. So if you fix this is why we spend so much time in the last couple of years talking about handling a rotation, because you can even have a rotation just unfolding a foldable device.
You have a portrait thing, and you open the phone, and you find it sideways.
Well, yeah, if it's
That sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense if the screen is wider than it is taller, than it's technically landscape, right?
Yeah, technically it's a landscape, and then you have devices, dual screen devices like the Surface Duo by Microsoft, and that is it's an interesting device, very nice to use for multitasking, for example, because it's very easy to run two applications, one per screen, and then you can drag and drop between the two applications. And you can also use a single application in spanning mode on the two screens together, but then the application needs to handle the fact that there is a gap between the two screens.
But that,
and
that stuff is interesting.
If you do and it's funny because if you want to show, there is a problem here, and you do a screen capture, the display for the application, it's a single display with all the image. So you need to take a picture of the phone to show, you see, there is a button here.
That is just midway through. But the two screens are the same, so I guess you could just like draw a line in the middle or something.
Yeah, I think that I made a small change to the one of the Jackcaster to handle the dual screen scenario. So in Compose, it's really easy. Just you get the information from the library about the display size and the folding feature. They give you the gap, the exact.
You have the size, like the physical size.
Well, exactly. So you can just put something there.
So you can put an invisible button that is just in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. An Easter egg.
That sounds evil. And you need to have like a physical keyboard to touch that, like to tab until you get to the button that you don't see. Interesting.
Yeah, that's just a tip. If you want to test if there is a secret Easter egg, you need to have an external keyboard. And that's another interesting topic in the sense that a lot of what has been done in the last year or two, it's also to push on the different input types. So using keyboard, mouse, or the stylus on Android devices. That is because tablets, for example, are usually, it's easy to see a tablet with an external keyboard at least. And if you use a Samsung device in DeX mode, it's really convenient. You just attach an external a monitor with a USB-C connection to a Z Fold or Samsung tablet, and you can enter in DeX mode, and you have a desktop-like experience on the large screen. So then the application can run in free mode, and it's important to handle correctly the configuration changes.
And I guess if you have invested time in the past to do things like resizable Windows support and that sort of stuff, you get almost everything for free.
Yeah, it's there is really nothing additional. It's really to have a very good support of large screen if there is nothing new. Is really just handling correctly the configuration changes as your application always had to do in the past. The difference is that a lot of times application only works in portrait. In the past, the idea is that, okay, I don't have enough time, I fix everything in portrait and that's it. And the world is a bit changing now. So it's not going to work anymore if users are using your application on large screen, not only because it's going to be just in portrait, but because, for example, 12L is introducing a new compatibility mode on large screen that it rotates automatically the application, even if you fix in portrait.
Oh God!
We say no.
Now I'm kind of like, I want to see, the kind of apps like the post office app or that kind of app that it's always terrible, and then you force rotate it. Like, I don't know
Well,
if that's gonna work.
you need to think about using this application on a tablet or on a larger screen. There is a threshold that is the one defined by the in the window size classes. For compact window size, if your device is on a compact, so it's a smartphone, to talk with another normally, it is not rotating automatically. So there is no compatibility mode. The compatibility mode enters when there is a larger display. And instead of having to imagine that you have a tablet with a keyboard attached and your application starting portrait, there is no way out of it. You need to detach the tablet, rotate it,
Yeah.
or rotate with the keyboard if you
Yeah,
want.
I mean, maybe the keyboard, the pogo pins are only on the long side, so if you rotate it, then the keyboard doesn't work anymore, and then you throw everything out of the window.
So that's the kind of things that has been done in 12L to make it a bit more to try to drive the ecosystem in the right direction to support also tablets.
You were mentioning the like the device. Oh, I think. Oh no, I thought for a second that Skype had crashed again on even side. We have already
Yeah,
had
it
one
did.
crash. We already had one.
It did.
Ah,
It did crash.
okay.
So yeah, but
As is the tradition.
well, I mean, I don't know, man. Right? I mean, just
But why are you running Skype on a Raspberry Pi?
yeah, it's actually it's not even a Raspberry Pi. The big one is it's basically the small one, right? It's
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's
the
wireless. Nice.
yeah. And that's why it drops every now and then. It's the battery. So sorry for interrupting. Please.
Well, before I ask the next question to Pietro, just a reminder, everyone, if you do have questions about this topic or other topics that Pietro might be able to answer to, then there is a Slido, and you're more than welcome to put your questions there. We'll start picking them up soon. I haven't even checked if there's any yet. No, there isn't, I think, or there is. Oh yeah, there is one. Okay, so we will
I think there is
start
one. Yeah.
shortly picking up the questions, but put more. You can also ask Pietro what is his favorite beverage, I'm sure.
It's water.
Fair enough.
But you shouldn't have, like, no spoilers. So the question that I wanted to ask, like the serious question that I wanted to ask, you mentioned device class. Oh, I have the same thing, but for whiskey.
Prefer wine.
I am not
Okay.
judging. So you mentioned device classes, or size classes. I don't know what they're. I remember seeing someone talking about them, but I haven't really understood, like, in practice, like the concept of small, medium, and large-ish, or something like that, right? But how does that translate into code? Is there something that I can use that tells me the device is that, or is still the usual thing of putting a value in a resource folder that tells me if it's a tablet or not?
No, it's an actual library. It's already available. The one for Compose is included in one of the material design Compose libraries. I
Okay.
can send you the link.
Yes, thank you.
There is a code lab also can show how to use it. The idea is that because the Android ecosystem is so diverse, you are not going to build for each specific dimension. And the idea is that there are different devices. So you have phones, small tablets, large tablets. You can have Chromebooks running your application. So you can run your application on a 13 or even larger screen. So the idea is to divide this in three different classes, in three buckets. So you have the compact, medium, and extended. And there are some standard thresholds that are defined. A lot of this documentation is on the material design site.
So it's not on developer.android.com?
It's also on
Okay.
developer, but we try to avoid to duplicate the content. So from the large screen and foldable landing page.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so this would be
the landing page for large screen, and you can find here the content and there are the links, for example, for
this
the
one
links
is the
outside.
material one, I guess.
Okay, yes. I think it's the second one. Yeah, it's going on material then. And explain the layout. There is a guide on. If you go on the further link on the left, on my left, responsive layout grid.
You're seeing my screen, so it's probably my left.
Can I click on it? The responsive layout grid, I think.
This one, okay, yeah.
And,
yeah, remember, I think Chris talked about this some time ago in one of our design sessions.
Yeah, and the idea is that you can practically focus on just 2 or at least 3 of this dimension. So let me see if I can
So
find
I guess it's breakpoints.
Yes, those are the breakpoints that we define. Then at the end, the breakpoints, you can also think about that are if you are using the view system with resources, you can use these breakpoints in your resources, having different XML files for different window size classes. Otherwise, in Compose or even in view system, if you need to do something by code, you can just ask to the in Compose there is the material design library. For the view system, I don't think that it's already available, but the idea is to have this inside the Jetpack Window Manager library.
Okay.
And the idea is that a Jetpack Window Manager is where you get the underlying information. There is a window matrix class there that give you the physical dimension of the screen available to the device, the window current dimension, and the window maximum dimension for the application.
I guess this is a good time to remind everyone not to use the device screen, but the Windows size.
Yes, that's very important in the sense that there have been some changes in the APIs. We try to deprecate as much as possible this older API because they had some problems. They were not taking in consideration some of the newer form factors, and also if you imagine a foldable device, it's important to get the information about the right screen at that point. So it's really about the window size classes at this moment, and I think that there is this link. Let me paste it in here. This is where you get the window size classes definition with the documentation. They can be the width and on the height of the device. And the important thing is to support. Yes. At least the width is the one that is more interesting. Then it depends if you have a very complex design, you can think about also to adopt this for the age. And let me see if I can find the artifact name of the library of the material design library.
So in terms, what do you search for that? Yeah, even.
Oh, I mean, now this is actually very useful because you can easily create like a design system kind of approach where you can even talk to the rest of the team, like, okay, so this is compact, this is medium, how do we do the compact, how do we do the expanded? It's a nice nice way to speak the same language.
Yeah, I still have the Figma thing that that Chris did for your app, and it had like the compact, the medium. I don't think there was the expanded, but that's kind of like the
It
idea.
depends if you need it. The idea is that you should have at least the compact and the medium, and then if you think that your application, I don't know, if it's a productivity app, so you may want to have also an expanded view.
The expanded is going to be like on a desktop, like on a Chromebook or something.
Or on very large tablet, you think about the Samsung S8 Ultra, it's 14.6
What the
inches.
fuck?
So
14, Jesus. It's a
yeah,
TV, it's not a tablet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a TV with a battery.
well, more or less.
That can be convenient.
Jesus.
Or you have a Chromebook, and it can be a Chromebook, but we also have Chrome boxes that you can have attached to an external screen, so it can be even larger.
I was looking at the code lab you shared.
The code lab.
Oh, it's by Ivy. We have had Ivy.
So what do we do in the code lab?
I don't think that I may have linked the wrong code lab. Sorry.
Okay. I was thinking maybe there was like somewhere there's like a artifact or something. This is about designing though.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Still useful.
Well, I'll skip to the congratulations then. Yay, I've unlocked a milestone.
You unlocked, Sebastiano. Great.
Wow.
I mean, this is how you do it.
Is this saying that this is the first code lab I ever complete?
Completed 1+ code lab. But do you generally do code labs, Sebastiano?
I don't know. Question. I honestly don't remember. It might
maybe
I'm sure I've done at least one. But I guess the 1+ is like yeah. Yeah, I think I did one for Compose like a year ago or something like that.
Okay. So if we get another code lab link, we will try that.
Yep. Got it. No, that was the same one. Damn it.
No, it's this one. Let me paste this one. Oh. Okay.
Boom. Oh, even a short URL. Nice.
I ran like a very quick poll about Foldable, and we got 3 people that they are not sold on Foldable in the near future. How much of that do you get, Pietro?
It's
was it the reason why you are not working on Foldable anymore?
No, that was not the reason. We were joking before about me working on niche, newer technology. I like to try to work on. I like to work on things that I believe are important, even if they are not mainstream. So I spent a lot of time working on large screen, and foldables became a part of it because of the buzz that was around foldable device. But really, a foldable device can be seen as a conduit for having better support for Android application on larger screen. Foldables by themselves, it depends. It's a matter of taste. So I think that I prefer the flip than the fold, talking about Samsung device. And because of the form factor and how it's easy to put it in a pocket. I don't spend a lot of time on phones. I also have my own tablet. So when I want to read something, or I have a very large Android ink that I can use to take notes or read ebooks on it. So I think that it makes sense to support a larger screen for the application that can be used on large screen and can benefit of a larger screen. If I think about writing a document on a phone, it can be done, but it's probably easier if I use a tablet with an external keyboard, if I don't have around a laptop for me. And I think one of the reasons why the tablets have been increasing the sales during the pandemic, during the lockdown, was because it was a very easy way to get an additional screen in the house. And if we can give people better support for this kind of device, it's just a benefit for me. It's just a plus.
Yeah, to be honest, I really appreciate this because I have a Chromebook, like a Pixelbook, and since they added support for Android apps, I sometimes, this is very small and light, so it's very convenient for like short trips or being on the couch and stuff like that. And sometimes I just want to use like a Android app, and having an app that actually can scale to the full screen instead of being forced to like a small, probably portrait size window. It's very nice because then that's what makes me use the Android app instead of the website, for example, or instead of sighing, having to stand up and go to the other room and get like the MacBook or whatever.
Or there are some applications that, as you said, you can use the web in some cases. But if I think about video streaming application, without doing names, if you use the Android app, you can download the content on the device. So even if you're traveling, you can watch a movie while you are traveling with a Pixelbook. And obviously, you cannot do that, as far as I know, with the web application.
Not legally.
Bastiano, I was waiting for that. So yeah, no, Pietro,
Someone
you
had to
cannot
say
do
that.
I can confirm. Yeah, but I mean, you are fueling the stereotype.
I pay for all the content that I watch. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, of course. So do we want to try one of the questions, or do we want? Okay, so I can probably read the first one. I just want to say 32. So the first question is the emulator reliable to develop, or I need a device? Which device would you suggest?
So, as always, the emulator can help you up to a point. The emulator is convenient because you can test different layout easily, and there is now the Resizable emulator, so you can even see how your application works on different layout very easily. So you don't need to test on different physical devices. Day to day, I personally like to use a physical device. If you decide that you want to pick up a physical device, it's important, I think, to have one that where you can test Android 12L. And a large screen with 12L at this moment, as far as I know, is still only the Lenovo P12 Pro tablet that has the bit available for 12L. I don't know if Samsung made available for the tablets the 12L yet. So that could be an option. For foldable device, you can use the emulator. There are the foldable emulator with different setup, with a external screen and the internal one that is larger, or you can have something like a form factor similar to the Flip on the emulator. It's a bit more difficult to understand how your application works on the emulator for a foldable device. So it can be a bit more tricky to understand how it's working. Surface Duo, they have their own emulator because it's the fact that it's two different screens. So if you want to test on and you don't have a Microsoft Surface Duo, the best approach is to use the Microsoft emulator there.
Is that because of the two separate screens thing, or?
Yeah, because of the two separate screens. And keep in mind that the Android emulator is defined in the AVD.ANI, the definition of the screens, and there is a pixel splitting the two half of the foldable emulator. Instead, if you work on a Samsung Fold or a Samsung Z Flip, there is no gap between the two screens. So when you use if you work on a foldable device, you use the Jetpack Window Manager to get the information about the folding feature, and you see that on the Samsung device it's a zero dimension, so it's just the width of this folding feature, but the height is 0 pixel. Instead, if you try on the emulator, you see that the height is 1 pixel.
So subtle difference. I was watching some sessions from I/O last week, and I remember some mentioned Resizing, Resizable emulator or something. I have created one in Android Studio, but I haven't used it yet. So maybe we can try it together. What do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let me switch, and I have it here. There's always our good old bundle. I think you need to have tiramisu, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell your colleagues how to spell tiramisu, please? Because the lack of accent is unsettling.
Yeah.
Hi, Hugo. Okay, let's see. Oh, it starts in the... Okay, I'm curious how this works. So essentially, the idea, I guess, is that this is just like a window you can resize and...
If you see that there is a drop down close to the...
This one?
No.
This one.
Yes. Display mode.
Ah,
Ooh, nice.
that's cool.
So you don't need to move it to some dimension.
Okay, so the phone unfolded is like the Samsung thingy, basically, right?
Yeah,
Not
it's
the flip, the other one.
It's nearly square if you think about the dimension.
Oh, Pixel Fold confirmed.
Yeah, you need to buy a Mac with an M1 chip, and then you can have a Pixel Fold.
This looks legit.
Yeah.
Come on, Sebastian. Try
Come
again.
on.
Try
Wait, no. Maybe
try
it's
harder.
It's only catching up. It's catching up. Aha.
Yeah. Nearly. Okay.
Yeah.
It's practically
Yeah,
that was like
Close enough.
adventurous of me doing it on the first boot of the emulator while it was still doing things.
Yeah.
Is it running on the same Raspberry Micro?
No, it's actually
it's
on an
Pico
Arduino.
2.
Okay.
So it's impressive.
That's why there's the Rust icon up here.
Can you try something else from the menu, Sebastian? I'm curious.
The different dimension, you mean?
Wait,
Yeah.
Maybe the problem is it's running out of space, even though I literally just created it.
It's just maybe setting stuff up. So
Yeah. No. Whoa. It's gone. Okay. So what do you want to try?
phone. Go again. Phone, and then.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, so it reacts. Desktop is gonna be basically the idea of the Chromebook, right?
Correct.
It should be something like what is it, like 16:9 ratio or something?
Why is it picking up my clipboard?
Well,
good to know, but
so,
creepy.
Yeah, why would you have that in your clipboard?
I was testing for science.
Yeah, sure. So let's try again the unfolded one. I want to understand if.
Look, I didn't copy it again. It really likes my clipboard. Yeah, I broke the emulator. Of course. Of course I did. I mean, it's fairly fast once it's done with the first boot, I guess. Desktop.
Tablet?
No, I just went all
desktop.
the way. Oh, okay. That's a giant thing. So, oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh no. Sebastiano broke it.
So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be here or it should be here. I don't know. It's supposed to look on
Okay, so-
desktop.
I think that it should be on the extreme right.
Well, more bugs to file. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is Canary,
So should
everyone.
I-
It's a Canary
should
Android
I-
Studio, a Canary emulator
So-
running a preview image of
of
Android.
an experimental API.
Yeah.
So yeah, what could go wrong? So just as a reference, it's a minute 40. So Sebastiano, so you can point at exact the stream, the minute on the issue tracker.
40.
Yeah, just assign it to Rob that he will be happy to work on it.
I mean, I'll send you the
Bravo.
link because I cannot assign things, but you can do it.
I can do it.
You see, that's the good thing
Pass-
about having someone that has write access to the issue tracker.
Passive aggressive issue reporting
Yeah.
with Italians.
Oh, look, but it works fine now.
Yeah, it's usually on the right.
Oh, well. It was just overeager. I don't know.
Okay. So what if we build?
Giuseppe,
so what
come on.
happens if you build an existing app on something with this kind of form factor? I'm legitimately curious. How's it gonna look? Is it just gonna stretch everything?
It depends how you build the application. So you can stretch everything if it's.
Go for it, Sebastian.
So should we see how badly it works?
Yeah, no. I want to understand why he keeps showing cool. What's wrong with
That's
this?
not my fault, I swear. It's just if I have to have something on the clipboard.
Can you put
At least
something
make it
else?
funny. At least make it funny. Fair enough. Can you
Maybe I can put the proper
copy your
spelling.
credit card number
No,
to the clipboard,
no.
Sebastiano, out of curiosity?
I can put your phone PIN number if you want.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
You mean 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes. Maybe
yeah,
maybe I
okay.
can
We have the
put
same.
the proper spelling of tiramisu. So we can file another issue and just point to that instead.
So Elivano has been redeemed.
And yet you're speaking English.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, bienvenidos and gracias Giuseppe para comprar Elivano con Italian points. So, hoy tenemos Pietro and él.
Capitán.
Él as he. Habla de foldable phones. How is foldable? Do we translate?
Piegables.
I don't know. That sounds just wrong. How's foldables in Spanish?
Giuseppe, now you have to answer.
It's like a legable. Oh, fair
Legable.
enough. It was.
Legable, yeah.
I wasn't too far.
So, Sebastiano, what the hell is going on with your build? Oh yeah, because of the Arduino. So also Android
Yeah.
Studio is running on the Arduino.
I think running
so
the app
splash screen
also
is legit.
really
Okay,
confused the
whoa.
app bar a lot. I'm not sure
yeah,
they're
the
supposed to be
app bar
like
looks like.
No, I don't think that it should look like that.
But is it?
The taskbar. That is the new taskbar for Android 12.
Oh yeah,
That
it
is-
looks like a desktop one, kinda, right?
Well, you just have you can move their application and you have the current application. If you keep press one Chrome, for example, then you can drag on half of the screen and enter in multi-window mode with. So you keep press. No. Okay, yeah, exactly like that.
no. Nope.
No thanks.
I'm also not sure what account there is, if any. No
It's gonna
notifications.
show-
Also, that is like fuck off. No, wait. How do I multitask in this?
So try to launch again a bundle. So if
Okay.
you keep pressed and then you move it there, okay.
Oh, there was a menu.
now
there.
it worked,
Sebastian,
okay.
Try again.
I think
again,
yeah.
Enter in you see the list of the application. Yeah.
Okay.
Close enough.
Okay.
And yeah,
And
you can move the bar, so it can be half and half or 1/3 to third, and
or
and
nothing.
if you or nothing. If you relaunch it again and you enter again, if you keep pressed, try to keep pressed, double tap on that thingy in the middle. You switch the application.
Okay, but it doesn't seem to want to do like 2/3,
1/3.
1/3. It's not like half or nothing.
Maybe it's the app is not allowing.
No. It's not. I don't think that is the app. I think
Uh,
maybe it's different in this build than what I've seen in the past.
Spoilers. The super secret build. But yeah, I mean, this is very fairly good. I think I have like this is something that people would be familiar to anyway at this point. Because you have like a similar thing on Windows and I guess on iPads as well. It works in a very similar way where you can have two apps side by side. So if I then like now it's in tablet mode and this should maintain it if I go to unfolded foldable.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it changes orientation up and down. Okay, but that's fine. It's how it would be on a phone.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
now
that
it works. Okay, you
Right.
see it does 1/3, 2/3.
And if you go to phones, it should. I don't know what this release is going to do. Yeah.
Nobody does. Well, it does things, that's for sure.
No, it's the other interesting things is that if you enter in to see the current the current task, so just normal. No, that one. You see that you have the couple of application there.
Or I can go to
And you see that you have some option below the images of the application. When you go to the other one that are
other
not in
one?
foreground,
yeah, this one's.
yeah.
And you have
And if you have
the
a single application try to select just this one that is a single application, and you enter to the
what would I
just tap the application so it becomes the foreground application. If you do the same, so showing the current application, so with the you should have go to the main one. Okay, interesting.
there's
So I
a
was expecting.
link thing? What does this do?
You
Oh,
can
it's the
copy.
URL of the tab. That's cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that existed. Is that new? Should try it on my phone.
Yeah, let's see.
I have 12L on my phone, I think. So if I do it like this, oh no, it's there. That's cool.
I also have it on 12. I don't think I have 12L on the Pixel. Yeah, but this
You
is
probably
the
do.
Yeah.
why?
On the 6, you probably do. It was the last feature drop, right?
Because I keep installing everything because because I see Android 12 in the settings.
Yeah, that's the confusing
still,
bit about it.
But if you look at the build number, it should have a SP2A, and the 2 there is the SP2.
Okay, SP2A, yes.
So Service Pack 2,
Okay.
like it's Windows XP, but on your phone.
Yeah, I love it. It gives me good,
Windows
good memories.
95.
Well,
Yeah, no,
I think
it's a
XP
Service
was the
Pack,
last
man.
one doing Service Packs, I think.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Okay.
so I can have this, and now I can, if I click this, obviously it brings me back to both of them. And now I'm like, I'm a desktop. Wahoo! And then, yeah, this thing is annoying as fuck.
So it takes a moment, maybe because it's the emulator, but then it gets the
It's
gets
further
there.
down. Next time it's gonna be all the way.
Yeah. Okay, but what minute is this? So it's 49:30 seconds because I'm gathering information so we can we can troll Roberto on the issue trigger. So jokes aside, so the app is basically launching as it will normally do on a tablet if there is a huge screen, and it's basically behaving as normal. If you don't do anything, it stretches, right?
Yeah, exactly. The key point about supporting tablets is really to have a layout that use the available screen real estate and doesn't show a lot of white space. Or you see that you have a back and next at the extreme of the window
Yeah.
of the application, and probably I'm not a designer, but I will probably try to use the space in a different way there. Or maybe that you don't need to have all these different steps. Maybe that you can put some of them together if you have more space, or you can put
More
some
space.
animation. Yeah. So it's really the idea your application will work anyway on a large screen. The problem is that it doesn't look very professional because it doesn't use the available space. There is a lot of white, not white.
Yeah,
In
there
this
is a
case,
lot of empty space on this one. But again, it's nice to see that we.
what you were
there is
expecting? What you
no,
were
no, no, no. No, I was wondering if the system was doing something. I don't want to say smart, but something like adding padding, because I'm just
So if you
speaking.
take an application that is fixed with fixed portrait and so on, and you use it on 12L in the wrong orientation, and it enters compatibility mode, the compatibility mode, because it's a compatibility mode, will put something on the side, as you were saying. So it will be some colors shading on the side, and the application in the center. So it's not stretch full screen.
Okay.
But it depends. We can argue which one in which case is going to look better.
So all this empty space, I was thinking maybe we can put the eagle trying to catch a mountain goat here.
Yeah.
Can I drag it? Does it work? No, it doesn't. Damn it.
So no, but jokes aside, I mean, in my experience, I don't want to say the majority of
So I need to move
lazy
Elon out of the
design.
way.
Yeah, well, the majority of lazy tablet design is just basically the phone app with a lot of margin, right? And so it would feel like I don't want to say nice to have it out of the box because I'm still gonna be building it, right? So the feeling is most of the time you don't have like an actual tablet design. And yeah, I was just wondering if there is a way that I can do maybe in the app team, or to force it to enter the compatibility mode that you were talking about. Something like, okay, I don't have a tablet design, but at least I know for sure that my app won't stretch. It's gonna kind of look like the portrait version of the app with a bit of margin.
But
I don't know.
it's
I was just wondering.
no, the idea that we are trying to make it easier to support tablets. So the code lab I linked before, there are some components in Compose. There are some components that over time are coming online that makes this easier. In the sense that you can have a button navigator on a phone and becomes a side navigation bar on a medium device, or on a large tablet it becomes a drawer that it taking the space there, and is avoiding, for example, that you have a button navigator with 3 buttons, and one on the left, one on the center, and one on the right, and it's very inconvenient to see them all together as part of the same components. Instead, if you have them on the side on a larger screen, it's probably better. So the idea is that making easier to use the available space more than constraining the space, because otherwise, why have I bought a tablet if your application is still looks like it's running on a phone? I can run two applications side by side, and we are also there is also now a Jetpack drag and drop library to make it easier to add drag and drop support for applications. So imagine that you have a Gmail running and you have the photo application, and you can drag and drop the photos because you have the two applications side by side. That kind of support, it's coming online, and and we are making, and there are now the library to make this easier to integrate in the application.
Do you know if the drag and drop stuff works on Chromebooks as well?
I don't know if they work between you mean from an Android application and what is
even just
other...
between Android apps on Chromebook.
I'm not sure. I can. It's something we can try, but it's.
No, it's fine. If I was just out of curiosity if you knew it.
No.
But
That's a good question for my friend Kenneth that was trolling me on Twitter.
Yeah, where are you, Kenneth? I'm actually, as a user, really looking forward to apps implementing drag and drop support, because that's gonna make life much easier. Again, my personal current use case is the Pixelbook, but I can think of people like with Foldables as well. It's much easier than having to do open the picture in the Photos app and to share, and then maybe you've already started writing the email, so you cannot you start a new one, and it's like.
No, it's coming, and I think that having device like the Microsoft Surface Duo, that is really built to have more than one application on the screens. It's driving this. For example, for the Microsoft application, it's a no-brainer for them to have a good support for drag and drop. But the same is coming online for most of the Google applications. It's only taking time as for every other application.
Yeah, fingers crossed it comes as soon as possible, because I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so if I want to get rid of the seagull, I'll just do this, which is cool. Now, this sucks. As we were saying earlier, yes, this sucks. But the idea...
Probably you don't want to have it full screen. That's the things that you can do this to reduce to a maximum size this panel if you want to have all the different steps.
You mean like keeping the background as is, but the content in a centered, more narrow column thing?
I'm not a designer, but that would be at least it will be less dispersed.
This is the landscape layout, but it was obviously designed for phones, and there's only that many things that you can show on such a large screen, and maybe I guess that would also be a case where maybe you have more content or different contents. Such as, I don't know, maybe you have an image that only shows on the side here, so you fill the space with something else.
Yeah, it's really how you want to build your onboarding.
Okay, so
what is it after this? When you do next, what happens?
Hey, I put effort into creating this. It's not an installer. You don't do next. You look at it and yeah, it might use white space better, but it's really nice. And then you can press next.
Okay.
And then you can press next.
You should put like a feedback
illustration,
like a send feedback. Oof. Yeah, but also sadness.
Yeah, more sadness, because I don't think there's any useful notification. Or any notification, yeah. So the point of the app is that it would show notifications, but there's none. I don't know why it's moving up. Like why the two things are slightly different. I never noticed that.
Mark issue.
Yeah. Marker. Yes. But yeah, let me see if I can do something that generates some notifications. What could I do? Steven Siegel, help me. I'm sure I can generate some web notifications or something. Authorized. Maybe. Show. Does not seem to work. Great. I tried. Maybe different ones? This is getting complicated. Someone help. Enable notifications. Okay, that might be, I suspect there might be some bugs in the tiramisu experimental system image. I don't know. Maybe one of those words means things might be broken.
You mean experimental preview or canary?
I think tiramisu in Italian means that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn it. Well, I tried. Okay. So I don't know very well. Oh, come on. Yeah, it seems like Chrome is a bit confused because it flickers everything every time I change page. But I mean, ideally, what the app would do. How do you fucking change app without pressing this on a tablet? Or
You drag up the from the bottom.
like this. Okay, got
Yes.
it.
Like on the phone, right?
I
Yeah.
didn't even think about it. Yes, like on the phone. Maybe this one. Yay! So this one, like it's a classic preferences screen, and you would do like.
Post a test notification. Oh, here you go.
All right, yeah, I did build this. I know why it wasn't allowing things. Because Chrome doesn't have the notification permission, and they haven't built the permission request. Neither did we, but it should works anyway, so it's fine. I don't know why it didn't show up for Chrome. I have no idea. But look, it's gonna be loud.
I hear the music, so stop. So
Aha! Look,
Okay.
content.
Lot of.
I'm a content creator
Okay.
now.
But okay, so
As you can see, they're very well sorted. They're supposed to be sorted. I'm not sure why they're not. They used to be sorted, but they're not anymore. So, like I guess in cases like this, there isn't much of the idea of least detail for notifications because they're just like notifications, I guess. But maybe something that we could do would be what you were suggesting earlier, Pietro, which is to have like more margin to the side so that the card doesn't go all the way to the end. I don't know. We have half an hour. We might even want to try to do it. I can't imagine that would be too much work. He said famous last word, English.
Yeah, famous last word. Yeah. Why would you do that? I mean,
YOLO!
Let's try.
Okay.
So
Quickly.
This should be the composable. Oh yeah, I don't know if I have live edit enabled. I do. Aha.
Okay.
That's another thing, but there's something else about live edit. Live edit. There you go. Live edit everything.
Okay.
Okay, so we can also try this. It's the first time I actually try it.
Brace.
What could possibly go wrong?
Brace.
Hi,
Brace.
Okay, so this is the screen that we're looking at. Question mark? No, it is the one. Okay. Now we have the lazy column. So I guess what we want to do is to first add a padding to this lazy column here. So how do we do it? Well, I mean, how to know. I know how to add the padding, but what do I use to get the class and then apply the margin if the class is big?
So we can use so you need to get this package. This is the artifact name.
I have the material one. Is it a different one?
There is one for the window size classes. Just I saw that there was the announcement a couple of weeks ago.
This one?
Yes, that one. This is the one. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Window size class. Okay.
Okay, so then material.
You have the calculate window size class method.
Now this I need somewhere else, and this I don't need. Okay, and now I need to create this material 3 window size. Compose material 3 window size. Ah, maybe it's the same version as material 3. Let me check. Compose material 3. I don't care anymore. Material 3. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so I can use the same version. Just update this one. So I guess it works best if it's the same version as the other material library.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so sync. And let's see how it goes.
So the idea is that now we have something from the system that is able to tell us what screen are we running on.
Yeah, you can practically call this calculate window size classes with the reference to the activity, with the context of the activity, and it returns to you the window size. That is this collection.
Okay, so sorry, you were saying?
So I don't know, val window size equal calculate the window size class, and you need to pass the window size class.
Come on. No?
We need a local context thingy, thingy, something, or is just a.
Does not seem like it exists.
Oh, you have an opt-in. It's an experimental material 3 window size class API.
Yeah, but it's just not in the class path at all. Oh, I know why.
Properly?
I know why. I haven't added it anywhere. I just defined it.
That may be why.
Can you add it, please?
Yes.
Chasing ghosts, it's almost 8 in the evening, Sebastian.
It's been a long day, okay? Both my trains back were delayed.
You tell me, right?
You've actually driven the whole way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But it was fun. Thank you. Shout out to the App Builders people. And, spoiler alert, we are going to give away some swag from App Builders conference that we went there and we had a lot of fun. We also made a few friends. So it was a very nice environment. Thank you again. Okay, so you have the function now, Sebastiano. How does it work? You just pass it the activity and you get back a Windows size class.
Okay,
there you go.
But I do not have the activity, so...
Yeah, probably you are in the wrong place. Can you do require
Do I need to do it
activity?
in the activity and then pass it down then, I guess?
Yeah, that's
Let's
the
try to do that, right?
easy way.
What's the complicated way? No, I don't want to know.
There are many complicated ways.
Damn it.
Okay, so
Okay,
I'm
this.
curious to see what do we get in the
This is a composable, so it needs to go
below.
yep, in here. What else do you want?
Maybe it's also super experimental.
Yeah.
You need the opt-in, whatever.
One
Yeah,
more opt-in for the opt-in gods.
Life's short. At some point, we need to like write a plugin that opts in for everything. It doesn't ask anymore. Just
It's
opts
like,
in.
fine, okay,
Yeah, sure.
YOLO.
Experimental star. And so, what do we get in the in this class thingy, Sebastiano? Can you access it? Windows
It's a-
sites class. What is it? Is it a list or something? What? Okay.
Width size class and height size
Width
class.
and
Which I guess
okay.
are the ones we have seen. Yeah, these ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll say compact, medium, or expanded.
Okay.
I
So
would
it's
imagine.
it's a choice. Nice. This is actually okay.
Look at
that's
you.
cool.
You've done a functional programming thing yesterday. And now it's a choice. No, it's a sealed class.
Yeah, no, but from I don't mind the implementation. I just want to understand the concept. But okay.
Yeah. So I guess
Okay.
what we can do is we can add that to. For now, it's just a ugly workaround thing, but we can just pass it down.
Let's try to push it. Yeah, pass it down. Push
And I
it
have it
where you
here,
need it.
and then I can pass it window size class, and I can add the fourth parameter, and then I have it here, and that needs to go somewhere in here. I'll just put it before the callbacks. Window size class, and then add the parameter.
But then now I'm wondering if it would make sense. Hey, if there is a way to do this like app wide, and to build every composable with this mindset that they just have a bit of padding or something like that.
I mean,
but that's more like a
the
next step. Really.
thing you could
I'm thinking.
do.
I'm thinking to. So I'm not thinking about well-crafted apps on a professional level. I'm more thinking about
Our
me
code?
being like being like a savage that doesn't have a designer, and it doesn't want just everything to stretch and whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to simplify my life.
I guess one thing you could do is you could set up like local composition local and provide that from the activity.
Something.
Like, yeah. So, but I don't know if that works. Like if it causes problems, but in the activity, you could like have your local composition provider that wraps everything. So anything in your activity would have access to that. But Adam is saying I made an adaptive width modifier once that controls the width of a component based on available space. So it's kind of like, you mean, Adam, like a weight? Or I'm not entirely sure. Oh, okay. So like you have breakpoints and you say different weights? Yes. Okay. Got it. Like an adaptive weight. That's cool.
Anyway, I don't want to derail your test run, so let's try to use this.
Yep, almost there. And last one. I'm probably breaking some things. What have I done? Why is it changed now? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Oh, because it wants to do it to
Thanks, Adam.
itself. Ah, fuck you.
This is cool. I'm gonna add it to the episode notes. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam. Okay, so now we have the window size class, and then I guess what we can do is we can change the padding. Oh, actually passing it in, so I don't need to pass it into this level. Where is inner padding coming from? And this is the point I realized that I didn't need to do this because that value is passed in from somewhere else. Okay, so let's do it the proper way. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so it comes in from the navigation graph.
Navigation graph.
But it's
with
passed
the
in.
host.
And
So
it's passed in from... Yeah, I didn't need to do any of this. It's passed in from the main.
I mean, roll back, roll back.
Roll back, roll back, roll back.
Roll back, yeah.
Because this is the padding we get from the scaffold. So to handle content not going behind the bottom bar and the navigation bar and stuff like that. So I guess what we need to do is we need to take this inner padding and add the horizontal padding. So yeah, undo, undo, undo. I guess I don't need this anymore. And then I had the navigation, undo, undo. This is still red. Undo. No, wait, this was... Yeah, no, okay. This needs it because this is the place that this comes in. This is red because that doesn't need to be there anymore because I have the inner padding. Okay, I think I'm mostly done. So what I need to do is I need to take the content, like the inner padding, and take and add horizontal padding if it's a larger one. So val content padding, and we'll... Wrong language. Okay. And that would be inner padding plus... No. Okay, I'm gonna do padding values. Yes. Okay. So I need to do it the complicated, well, the annoying way, but start is gonna be inner padding dot start. Oh, come on. What? But why? Why can I not just get the values? Padding values, get me values. Can I do clone? Of course I fucking cannot do clone.
Is it an interface or something?
Yeah, I think it's like sealed. Yeah, it's an interface.
It's an interface. Wow. I mean, what do you have on this thing?
I need the absolute thing. I mean,
dot absolute. Do you have like a? How do you use this?
As far as I can tell. No. Go away for a sec. Why doesn't it work? Source code hierarchy. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Fuck off. Implement. Go to implementations. No implementations found. You're lying. It's here.
Cool.
It's here.
Confused, Sebastian.
This is the same as this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. But can you do like whatever you get from the scaffold dot? What do you get with dot? Do you do dot absolute or get absolute or whatever,
This
something
one?
something? Yeah, can you do something on this thing?
I think you can get the actual values. Like you can do this, and this, and this, but I don't see anything else that you can do.
So what do you
So you
need?
need the layout direction. How do you get the layout direction? Is there like a local layout direction? Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay.
So now what I need to do is I need to fucking hell. Padding values. Ugh. And now I need to do start equals inner padding dot calculate start padding. I need local layout direction dot current dot val. Yes, layout direction. Okay, and then I do this, and this top end and bottom, and then I obviously need to change this ones as well. Top and
I feel like
bottom.
this should be already there.
It does kind of feel like it should. Okay. So I have this, and now I have to add the extra padding.
Okay.
I need to do the extra padding. So based on this, based on the window size class, then we need the horizontal content padding. And we're going to extract code later because it looks like shit right now. This composable is doing business logic, which I don't particularly love, but let's think about it later. So window size class dot when. No, wait, I need the horizontal, the width size class. Okay. And can you?
Nope.
Is this not?
It was a silk class, right? No, value
Seriously?
class.
So there's a value class with a
it's
companion
a
object, so
string.
I cannot do what?
When?
I
Jeez.
cannot
Wait,
do
wait,
when.
wait. I mean, so what do you? What type is it?
I'm
It's a value
confused, or
class.
maybe the plugin is confused. That also might be the Kotlin plugin. Okay, so if it's compact, then the extra size horizontal padding is 0.
Okay.
If the window size class is medium, I don't know, let's try... Oh, wait,
20.
let's see the breakpoint table thing here, right? Although these classes are entirely different, so I'm not sure it's particularly useful.
No, it's the other page with the 600.
The other one.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Does it have like margin
Suggestions,
size
but no.
stuff? Doesn't look like it.
Wait.
Sorry.
No, I was like hoping to.
You are reading the text on the image?
You mean this one?
No, I was trolling even.
Yeah, no, I was hoping that I saw like a number table, but no.
Okay, there's no mention of margin. There's no mention of padding, so YOLO. Let's say 32
20, 32,
dips,
42,
and then
even
we have
better.
the
Large.
expanded. I don't know why I keep thinking extended. Let's do, I don't know, 64.
I'm gonna refrain from everything, Sebastian.
What?
Nothing.
What am I
Just
missing?
No, don't worry. Go for it. Extra horizontal padding.
And then we do...
So now the when is complaining because you're missing an else, probably.
Yeah, because of... I don't understand why this is done this way, honestly. Yeah, I mean...
Else's. Expanded. Okay.
So instead of using the expanded, you just do else.
Yeah, I guess. But this is kind of taking away the point of using a when.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of that. Okay, so we have done this, and now we can pass the content padding instead of the inner padding, and we should be done. Theoretically. There's also some shit that should not be there. That's fine. And if this works, we can extract the function, and we might be done. Gradle, 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 gradle. You can do it. Okay, let's go chunky. I mean, probably, like, this is just a test, and it's probably not the right way to do design-wise what we're trying to do.
No. But I want to be in a position where we can show something to Chris, and Chris is gonna humiliate us live on Twitch.
You mean we're gonna give him like a minor stroke because what we did is terrible?
Yeah, well, I mean,
this is like
yeah, because,
annoy him into helping with the design.
Yeah, we were pattern matching on the sides, and we decided random DPs for the margin, and he's gonna just start
it's science. It's science. I was like, I covered one eye, and it's like, yeah, that looks fine.
It's just gonna be shaking. What's going on? Too many arguments.
Yeah, I forgot
You're a very generous person.
Forgot to undo this. There was one thing that still needed undoing. Wait a minute. Why are you unused, young man? All right. I guess I need to pass that there. Okay, fine. Fine. Window size class, add, and size class, and this should be fine. Yes. Okay. Gradle took a long time to tell me I had done goofed.
Oh, it feels weird. It feels slow.
Yeah, I think I should add liquid cooling to the Arduino.
Yeah, it's gonna freak you out the same way it freaks me out every time. Every time I turn on this thing, it's like, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And then I remember, oh yeah, sure, the liquid thing. And it's almost like,
you should
so
do
weird.
like
So weird. I can't get used to it. I don't know. It's like one of those weird brain things. I don't know.
Margin.
Margins. I mean, look at this beauty. Perfect.
This is live edit.
But those are like what? 430? No, 64.
This is desktop, so it should be like
a million. Okay, no.
Aha!
Oh, live edit.
Haha! Okay, that looks reasonable.
Look at this shit.
564 tips of margin. Yes, that is not a smell.
Give me more.
Give me more margin. Get to the chop. Chris is gonna have a stroke.
The margin of the devil.
0%. He's gonna survive this.
Don't show him, please. Don't show him.
Yeah.
Please don't show him.
Yeah, sure. Oh man, this is so bad. I'm gonna just clip the moment where you. I'm gonna send him the clip. Oh man, this is so bad.
Well, luckily I'm not working on large screen anymore because otherwise this was it.
So I think
painful moment.
I think the tablet for some reason is still taking the else case.
Yeah, the tablet is still the expanded version.
Damn it.
If you go to the foldable,
this one would be the medium.
Yes.
Got it. So this can be a bit more. 48,
Yeah.
64.
Oh, wait.
That's
What
nice.
did I miss? Because I was not adding notes. So before we were using desktop, and desktop is getting the else, right? This is
Uh,
And
tablet.
no, this
So
is
it should be
foldable.
like
This is the
okay. So
unfolded
this is
foldable.
the unfolded foldable. Okay, but
So-
this is basically tablet size, right? Or is it
Well,
supposed to be smaller?
it's a small
There is
tablet. It's like a 7-inch tablet.
7 inch. Okay.
If you look at the tables, you see that the medium is more or less the open foldable device, or it's a small tablet.
Okay, I like the fact that when you select tablet, he goes landscape by default, right? Like so, the idea that you use it landscape, right, is more like a Netflix use case instead of like a Kindle use case.
Also, because if you look at the Android tablets, most of the Android tablets have the camera, the front-facing camera on the long
On
side
the
of the screen,
yeah.
because it's really
You're right.
intended to be used in landscape. And you compare instead on an iPhone on an iPad, and you have the camera on the shorter side of the screen. It's a different decision, but I think that especially if you use with a docked with a keyboard, is the natural
Yeah,
position.
yeah, because I'm thinking about my my Samsung tablet, and the camera is on the long side, and when you actually the cover itself, it's working way better when you have it
Yeah,
landscape. I mean, you can kind of keep it portrait as well with the cover that is like kind of origami kind of thing, but it feels like it's the wrong way.
yeah.
That was actually okay.
Yeah.
So the phone is getting 0, and that's
Phone
legit.
is 0. Yeah, I
Unfolded,
mean, it works in the sense that it does what we're telling it to do, which is not nice,
okay.
but it's doing it.
But is doing a transition of some sort? Is it the stream, or you are seeing the?
No,
Is it the
it's
live
just the
edit
emulator
or?
that is like
Okay.
I think recreating things. That's not supposed to happen on Android.
Oh yeah, well, because this is a resizable thing, so
Yeah,
it's not supposed. But I wonder. Okay, so
How
the
how are
the
you handling the
portrait.
configuration changes in the application?
we're not.
Okay,
It's just
so
like default. Yeah, whatever.
it's recreating everything each time. Okay.
Because the portrait unfolded, it should be a use case, right? It's not I mean, when you open the phone, you will have
It's still
you
in
have to.
so it's still in talking about an actual device, the Samsung Z Fold
Yeah.
3. It's still in portrait when you unfold it, but the size, the width, is the medium one. The default configuration of the Fold 2 instead is that I think are you still there, Ivan, or you're crashed?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. No,
Guru
I just
meditation.
froze because no. Yeah, because I'm trying to visualize. I don't have a precise um, image how the phone folds, because now I'm wondering. So the display is actually not inside, right? You have like two displays or two sides of the displays, but then they come together one. It's not
No.
that you are opening it and inside there is a larger display. They are just
Yes.
getting
No.
one side by side.
No.
No.
Those are two different displays. There is an external display that is narrow with this ratio, and then when you open, there is a foldable display that you unfold, and you have this 7-inch or 8-inch display that is a different display. So there are also some use cases on the Samsung devices to use the two screens at the same time. Imagine that you can do a selfie using the main camera that is on the external side. So you open the device and the external screen, and you can decide to use the external screen as the selfie to look at yourself while you are using the main camera. Or you can take a picture to someone and you are taking the picture looking at the larger foldable screen, but you can also activate the external screen. So I can see how I look in the image.
In the picture.
The
So
picture.
it's a lot of displays.
It's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot.
displays.
Oh man, because I was wondering, okay, it's like one, you know what, they I was wondering, yeah, the way I was imagining it, it was more like, okay, they are gonna be like back to back, and when I open, they are gonna be
No,
one
it's,
on the side, and on the back is gonna be like just black, right? So
there are
No.
some fold out devices. So this is like a fold in the sense that you have and then you have some devices where the foldable screen is on the outside, and if it's folded, you only look at half of the screen, and then you open the device and you
Yes.
look at the whole screen.
Gesundheit, Sebastian. That's exactly the way I was imagining it. But then this is
It's
another
another
kind
form
of.
factor, but the traction at this moment seems to be in the devices that have the foldable display inside. That
Inside.
is more
So
protected and than having it outside. Also, mechanically, the stretching. Imagine that you are folding the display on the side. It's a bit strange to.
yeah, the hinge is gonna be even more stressed eventually.
Yeah. The very thin piece of glass that is the foldable display. One interesting thing is because you have two displays. If you take a picture, do a screen capture from Android Studio, I think that we are still getting only the image of the larger display on the Samsung Z Fold. So if you want to take the screen capture, you need to do it manually with a script or something like that.
To get the outside screen, you mean?
Yeah, because you have you can query through ADB, for example, how many displays you have, and then get the reference, the ID, and then do the screen capture of the ID that you are interested.
Got it.
I have a script on GitHub to show how to do that.
I mean, if you want to link it,
Yeah,
maybe
it
someone
would
will
be
need
cool.
it at some point.
If
Yeah,
someone
because
is,
I mean, sorry, please.
no, it's go ahead.
You know, I'm wondering because it fascinates me because this is gonna make things complicated, but also remarkably satisfying when you have this kind of very smart UX, right? I mean, it feels like you have a smartphone app and the tablet. Maybe we don't care about the tablet, but then now it's not even smartphone versus tablet anymore. There is a lot of interaction with this kind of the new devices. So I I wonder when this stuff is gonna be mainstream. It's gonna be very, very interesting to build apps that don't suck big time on a foldable. From a design and UX point of view, and from a technical point of view, I expect a lot of support from Google because you want to help developers, that. But from a design UX point of view, this is gonna be intense, especially if the other side of the moon it's not doing foldables, right? Because you get these designers, they're like, oh yeah, the iPad, I can't close the iPad, and they're like, yeah, but we
Or
have
can
millions of
you?
devices. Well, I mean, you definitely can close.
Once.
You
You
can
can
fold
close
it
it once.
once.
Yeah.
You can fold it once, and then Apple care. Yeah,
It provides more possibilities. It can be
yeah,
more
definitely.
complex for sure. We have seen that you are saying that Google is going to help on the coding, the libraries, and so on. That's true, but we are also working a lot with the material design team to provide the guidelines through them. And you see that a lot of the content regarding large screen I was telling before, oh yeah, this is on the material design website because it's really design driven. It's very important. So there are some technicalities, especially on foldables, regarding the how to get the information regarding the folding feature and so on. But a lot of this is driven by the design, as you were saying. That is the most important part, and it's also where you can get the most the most value for the users. So there are a couple of applications that use the foldable very interestingly. For the camera, you can do a selfie, putting the Samsung Flip, for example, on the table, and it stands there.
But like sitting like an L.
Yeah, and you have the control on the bottom, and the image is front facing you. So you can touch the bottom, you can control the device there, and it's then the image is just on the vertical half of the display. And there was someone asking, I saw on Slido, how you build the application both supporting foldables but also normal phones. So the Jetpack Window Manager library provides the information regarding the folding feature, where it is, which characteristic it has, the state, and so on. So you can use this library, and it works also if it's on a normal device. It provides the window matrix information on newer devices, so it can be useful to use the screen in an interesting way. Regarding supporting an existing application on large screen, the Jetpack Window Manager includes the activity embedding. So if you have a very old application that is built with just activities, you can put two activities on the screen side by side. Imagine that you have a list and detail. Nice. Instead of having to create now two fragments and then you put the fragment on the screen on larger screen on a tablet, you can put the activities on this on the display, and there are ways to synchronize them, and so it's quite a nice feature available there.
I like the effort there, because it feels like, this thing is happening, and it's happening. It's happening really for sure.
So I think that showing a device that at Google I/O, I saw that they announced the Pixel tablet, and was whoa, well, we're talking about it that is a 2023 device. But I think it's important to show that we are investing on this, and it's not a 6-month driven effort for someone's promo. It's really a multi-year effort.
It's not just an OKR.
It's not just
an OKR. It's a long-term game.
It's a long-term game.
Pietro, I think we're out of time. Thank you very much. First of all, because I have an app that now folds. Is the app that folds? Is the device that folds? I don't know. They both folds. Everything folds.
That's great.
And now we just need to convince/force some designers to help us.
Yes, please.
With that. So that was very interesting for me, because this is all stuff that maybe I've heard on the background over the past few months. I remember something about this around Android Dev Summit time, but yeah, like seeing it in action is fairly different. And I'm actually quite surprised how easy it is to do this stuff. I need to figure out what is the best way to pass the window size class around. But I think I probably would go with a composition local, because I'm lazy.
Lazy composition.
I mean, nice. Yeah, but we can definitely come up with a solution, and then we can brainstorm the solution with the next guest.
Or we can write a book about it and sell it and be rich, because everyone gets rich with books.
No more books. No more books, man. I have a family. I need a real job. So, jokes aside, Pietro, this was great, and this opens a lot of I don't know, like refreshed energy towards tablets. Because for me, especially building apps in my spare time as well, it like died a bit, the interested in tablet, because I was like, yeah, it feels like nobody's using them. And, like even Android people, they eventually buy an iPad, as a tablet, and you feel a bit betrayed. But at some point you're like, yeah, but again, it's a good device. There is a lot of environment for. So this is a good like a fresh fresh air for that kind of
Yeah, it's an
part of the
interesting
market.
it's an interesting moment in time because we are really starting to see. Well, Samsung has built great tablets along these years, top of the line, medium tablets. So it's there is a lot of effort there. And also now with foldables, you can have something that it's only available on Android, and it's it can drive some interesting use case. And then depends. The good things about Android is having the choice. So having the choice to the kind of device that you like.
2022, the year of tablets on Android.
Yeah, I
Why
think
not?
that.
I hope so. I hope so. Like it.
But it's if it's not so it's not with a deadline. Really, this
Sure,
is
but
it's we know that is something that requires time, but we are also invested on this.
absolutely. Once again, Pietro, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone that has been with us today again. We will see you again next Wednesday. We will have our friend Chris that we've been talking about a few times today, but he's actually
He's
coming to
gonna
talk
hate
to
us.
us about.
I was not here. I was not part of this design.
No, it was your idea. I'll tell Chris it was your idea. Um, Chris is going to come and talk to us about the new stuff in Android Studio because it works on Studio. And I mean, I've seen Live Edit very briefly now, and I'm super excited about it. But I've seen there's like a very long list of new things that I'm playing around with. I'm not sure, Mark. Did you suggest it? Maybe you did. I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Let's throw the Brit under the bus. Who cares, right?
No, poor Mark.
Yes, it was Mark's idea.
And for everyone else, I was gonna say I'm gonna stick around and do the thumbnail, but I'm very tired, so I think I'm gonna do it
Tired,
tomorrow.
man.
I cannot do it
I'm
now.
tired.
I'm sorry, but see you tomorrow. As usual, as last week. If you're on the Discord tomorrow, I think tomorrow morning I'll put like time for when I'm gonna do the thumbnail. It's gonna be tomorrow at some point, probably afternoon. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to the new people that have joined us today for the first time. Nice seeing you, and we hope to see you again next week. Have a great one, and bye bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.